Ukraine-Russia war continues. April 21st, Ukrainian FPV drones detected small Russian assault groups advancing toward defensive positions in critical frontline sectors. Multiple drones engaged the infantry units simultaneously. Russian soldiers had no effective countermeasures, only running and seeking cover as the drone swarm hunted them across open terrain. This footage demonstrates coordinated multi-drone operations against infantry advances, turning traditional assault tactics into a deadly game of aerial pursuit. When infantry can't effectively fight back against drone swarms, are small unit advances becoming obsolete? What's the tactical counter to coordinated FPV hunting packs? Tank meets its natural predator. On the Vovchansk front, Ares Artillery Reconnaissance Battery turned a Russian T-80 into a drone magnet. Multiple FPV strikes, each targeting the tank's weak points until nothing remained but scrap metal. The 57th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade proves that modern armor without proper drone defense is just an expensive target. Systematic destruction, one vulnerable spot at a time. Are tanks becoming obsolete without active protection systems? Or do crews just need better anti-drone tactics? What's the future of armor in drone-saturated battlefields? Another T-72 burns in Krinky. Ukrainian reconnaissance drone captures a Russian T-72 B-3 tank engulfed in flames in Kherson Oblast. The 35th Marine Brigade marked another armor kill in the contested village. Krinky remains a grinding battleground where tanks become expensive funeral pyres. How many T-72s can Russia afford to lose in these small village fights before it impacts their broader armored capabilities? These footage are from the Donetsk region. Drones belonging to the Ukrainian Magyar Birds unit tracked soldiers attempting to establish new positions in abandoned houses. Their attempt to arrive in groups and set up new defensive positions in these areas failed. But a large number of soldiers are still continuing to fight in the region using this tactic. This moment you're seeing reveals the full reality of war. You're witnessing a struggle between a soldier and a drone. The soldier, whose only defense against the drone is a wooden shack, is fighting to escape it. But there's nothing he can do. The drone operator wears him down by tracking him until he's exhausted. The moment the drone finds a suitable attack position, it moves in on the soldier. Share your thoughts on the use of drones in warfare in the comments. Let's discuss this topic. Ukraine's 42nd Mechanized Brigade FPV drone spotted Russian soldiers moving by vehicle on a roadway. The initial strike attempt narrowly missed, but the drone operator quickly repositioned for a follow-up attack and successfully engaged the target. Stalked and struck. Two Russian soldiers advanced through the Pokrovsk sector, unaware they were being tracked by Ukrainian surveillance drones. While under observation, an FPV strike drone was dispatched to their position. When the soldiers stopped for a rest break, the kamikaze drone completed its approach and engaged the stationary targets. This demonstrates integrated reconnaissance strike operations, surveillance assets maintaining target tracking while strike platforms move into position. The soldiers' decision to halt made them easier targets for the incoming FPV drone. Close call in Kostiantynivka. A Marine unit took a direct hit from a Russian FAB bomb with UMPK guidance kit while moving through Donetsk Oblast. Despite the strike, the soldiers made it back to cover. Lyman direction, the middle of the night. The Signum Battalion is already watching. First, a vehicle moving through the darkness, trying to reach Russian positions without being spotted. A fiber optic FPV drone is already tracking it. No signal to jam, No warning to give. Strike. Then, a lone soldier on foot, trying to hold his ground, fighting back until the very last moment. He doesn't make it. Then the antenna, the communications hub that keeps this section of the front connected, taken out. Positions go silent. A hidden shelter. Struck. And finally, a UAZ van, the kind Russian forces use for everything from resupply to troop movement. Burning. One night, one crew, vehicle, infantry, communications, shelter, transport, all gone before sunrise. This is what the Signum Battalion calls a hunt. And on the Lyman direction tonight, nothing moved without consequence. Russia just lost comms, cover, transport, and personnel in a single night operation. Which loss hurts most? Ukrainian FPV operators are using net launchers to take down Russian surveillance drones mid-air. Instead of kamikaze strikes, they're capturing enemy UAVs with nets, preserving their own drone for multiple engagements. 15 seconds of footage showing actual aerial combat between unmanned systems. No pilots, no cockpits, just remote operators hunting each other in the sky. Preemptive armor elimination. Ukraine's 36th Marine Brigade Vartovi destroyed a Russian tank before it could participate in a planned assault. The operation combined fiber optic and radio FPV drones with reconnaissance assets for target identification and elimination. This represents proactive battlefield management, neutralizing key assets during preparation phases rather than during active engagement. By removing the tank before the assault began, Vartovi likely degraded the entire enemy operation's effectiveness and force protection. The coordination between reconnaissance wings and strike elements suggests sophisticated battlefield intelligence and rapid target prosecution capabilities. A Russian civilian inside his car, filming what's happening outside his window. The Rosneft oil refinery in Tuapse, Krasnodar Krai, one of Russia's largest Black Sea coast refineries, is on fire. Again, the Tuapse refinery processes 12 million tons of petroleum products per year and plays a key role in supplying fuel to Russian forces. This isn't the first time it's been hit, and the civilian filming this from his car isn't watching a distant war anymore. He's watching it from his own city. Ukraine's long-range drone campaign cost Russia at least $2.3 billion in lost oil revenue in March alone. April is following the same pattern. The war doesn't stay at the front line, not anymore. When civilians in Russian cities are filming their own refineries burning, how much longer can the Kremlin keep the reality of this war away from its own population? Let us know below. Counter-drone at the source. Ukrainian kamikaze drones struck a Russian drone operator position inside a building in Preemptive, Zaporizhzhia Oblast. The strike eliminated personnel, ammunition, and equipment in a single engagement. Targeting drone operators in their control positions removes multiple threats simultaneously. The operators, their current drones, spare equipment, and ammunition stockpiles. One strike effectively degrades an entire drone cell's operational capacity. April 14th, Russia launched 6 guided bombs at Pechenigski Reservoir Dam during peak spring flood season. 4 hit ground near the structure, 2 hit water. Dam remains intact. The timing reveals the strategy. Maximum water levels mean maximum downstream devastation if the dam failed. Classic infrastructure warfare targeting civilian populations. The Ukraine-Russia war enters its 3rd year with drone warfare fundamentally reshaping battlefield dynamics. Ukrainian forces continue leveraging technological advantages, FPV swarms, precision strikes, and counter-drone operations, while Russian forces adapt to constant aerial surveillance and harassment. Key developments. Drone-on-drone combat is now standard. Tank operations require extensive air defense. Infantry advances face coordinated multi-drone responses. Infrastructure remains a primary target, with both sides targeting command nodes and logistics. What's your prediction? Will traditional ground forces adapt effective drone countermeasures? Or are we witnessing the permanent transformation of warfare? How do you think this conflict shapes future military doctrine? Drop your analysis in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest battlefield updates. Until next time, stay tactical.